Hey guys, we're going to be sitting and talking about our GT counterplay today. So right now we're looking at an even front. Okay, our center's uncovered. Hey guys, we're going to be sitting and talking about our GT counterplay today. So right now we're looking at an even front. Okay, our center's uncovered. So our GT counter means that we're going to be pulling both the guard and the tackle from the same side and pulling them towards the opposite end of the formation. So here we've got counter right, which is going to be a croc call. So the center is going to block whoever the first threat is to them on the back side so that they cannot chase the play down and make the play on the running back in the backfield. So in this case, he's going to fill for this pulling guard that's going to happen. Now we need to have our guard and our tackle figure out who they're going to block. So in this instance, our defensive tackle is lined up like head up to outside shade. So he is not going to touch him at all. He is just going to release straight down onto this backside linebacker. So the linebacker that's on the opposite side of the formation from them. And our tackle is going to block down on this man that is over the guard. Now, if the roles had been flipped here and this defensive tackle had lined up inside in like a one technique or shaded on the center towards that A gap, then the guard would have blocked him down and the tackle would have released to go get that linebacker here on the backside. But since he's lined up there, that the tackle is going to block him down and the guard's going to go and get back. The backside or pulling guard here, he's going to take an open step, kind of like outside zone. It's like a wider trap, so we want to allow all those blocks to happen in front of us. But same idea as a trap block, we want to attack that upfield shoulder of this end man on the line of scrimmage, and we want to try to kick them out. So we got to be really, really, really tight to those down blocks that are happening in front of us, and work to get our head on the upfield shoulder of that defensive end so that we can kick them out. If we don't, so they wrong shoulder us, they slip underneath our block, we've got to be really, really quick at flipping our hips, turning around, walling them down, just so that we're able to get the next puller going to the right spot. And so ideally then our backside tackle is going to pull. He's going to follow and read that block. So in this case of him kicking this block out, as soon as he sees that happen, he's putting his foot in the ground and he is going upfield, and his goal is blocking this backer. Now, ideally, we want to try to pin him inside, but if he flows over the top of the play really hard, then we can ISO block and drive him out, and it'll just be up to the running back to read what happens there. But over here, if we get that instance where, let's say, this defensive end wrong shoulders us, he gets inside of this kick out block, so we end up logging him or trying to get into his outside shoulder and just pushing him down and helping to collapse everything here. We got to see that, and we're going to go a little bit wider around the edge, but still doing the same thing with our goal of trying to get to this middle linebacker and wall him inside. Running backs, we are going to, on this, follow kind of an outside zone sort of steps. So we're going to take a jab step away from the play. Okay, we want to try to help set this up and let these guys get moving and let their blocks happen. And then we're going to go on that same path we went for off of outside zone, where we're aiming kind of for this outside hip and trying to split this imaginary tight end kind of right in half, and we're just going to get right in that hip pocket of that pulling guard that's in front of us and reading his, or pulling tackle and pulling guard, but reading the tackle's block. If he goes up inside, we're going to follow him. If he was to go around this log block, then we would just continue that path behind and follow him getting up into this alley here. Quarterback, in this even front, we are going to read this M-man on the line of scrimmage here. If it's an odd front, depending on who we're playing and what the scouting report is for them, we might read the defensive tackle that's here. or this outside linebacker if they are, depending on how they're going to play us. But for right now, in this sort of front, we're going to read that defensive end. If he chases the pulling tackle away, like his read should tell him to do, then we're going to pull it and run our little bubble over here, or give it if he stays put. On the front side of the play, so here on counter right Y, we just want to try to block this most dangerous man to the run, and R, we want to try to get a touchdown block here on the safety. So hopefully we cover these guys up and we get our running backs one-on-one with corners who usually don't want to tackle or hit anybody. And on this bubble side, we want to block the most dangerous man to this screen, which is just usually going to be that corner where we want to try to get that outside shoulder and leverage him inside. If the play's flipped, if it's counter left, then we would block this touchdown block here, block the most dangerous man to the run, run the bubble, and block the most dangerous man to the bubble. So that is our counter series play here. To the right and to the left, again, that line call is going to be Croc. To the right and to the left, it would be northeast, southwest, Croc.